So I'm a lawyer and the wife of a diplomat. You know what I'm pretty great at? Talking. You can get me into a room with almost anyone and I can find something to talk about. Now, when I meet new people, one of the questions that I love to ask is, how did you come to be here? And I don't mean by taxi or grab or motorbike, but how did you come to be here at this point in your life? And the answers always leave me riveted because I never could have anticipated that I would be here, in my life or in Vietnam. I spent the most of my childhood in small town Ohio, a state that calls itself the heart of America. And I didn't get my first passport until I was 18. A few years later, when I met the man who was to be my husband, I had only ever left the country once. And when I met him, oh wow, he was smart and he was handsome and he was witty and he was going places, literally. So it took me a few years to convince him to marry me. I totally chased him. And at the same time, I was pursuing my law degree. Well, so when I graduated from law school, we got married. And in 1 year, the first year of our marriage and the first year of my career as Lora the lawyer, my husband came home and he says, you know what, I've got a job that can take us overseas. What do you think? And I said, oh, I'm kind of torn here. I mean, a life of travel and adventure or a clear and distinguished career path. I don't know. I mean, exotic locations, great food, new people, fun and exciting times. Or I could stay Lora the lawyer. And I've worked really hard for that. I spent years and years of time and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars invested in that title, in that career track, in that trajectory. And I wondered, if I followed my husband in his job overseas, what would happen to mine? Well, I had to figure it out. So off we went, and there we were, overseas. Oh, the fun, oh, the adventure. Yes, there I was, at home, alone, with no job. Oh, what had I done? And I'll never forget the moment when I realized the impact this choice might have had on my career. I was standing in the elevator at my husband's office, and a woman comes in, and she says, oh, hi, are you new here? Yes, I am. She says, great, well, welcome. Do you think that you're going to be looking for a job while you're here? Yes, I do. She says, a job in the mailroom just opened up. You should check it out. Wow, thank you. The mailroom. Was Lora the lawyer destined to sort mail? Now, don't get me wrong, sorting mail is a very important job, and one that can be lots of fun, from what I've been told. But it is a job that didn't hold much meaning for me, didn't make me feel like I was fulfilling my life purpose, like I was living up to my full potential. And the question made me wonder, had I sacrificed my career, my chances for success, by following my husband? Now, at the time, it certainly felt like it, and I was sad and angry and resentful. And these feelings are not unique to me or to the expat population or to anyone who considers himself a trailing spouse or an accompanying partner. It can also be the parent who chooses to stay home and raise children, or the child who, once grown, returns home to take care of an aging parent. Here in Hanoi, it can be the educated woman who, when she decides to get married, leaves her family to join her husband's. It's anyone, anywhere, who chooses to change their life course for the sake of, for the love of, another. And of course, we love our spouse, we love our kids, we love our parents, and we would do anything for them. And that's why we make those choices. It's to be with them, to support them. But when we do that, we sometimes also can't help but wonder, well, is this what I was meant to do? Now, was I meant to sort mail? No, I didn't end up working in the mailroom, and yes, I did find a job everywhere we lived. Tunisia, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Syria, Israel, and Vietnam. And in every place, I have held some really interesting jobs. But I thought all of them were a big fat nothing, because I wasn't moving forward as Lora the lawyer. And I was miserable. Until I got to Hanoi. And within my first few weeks of arriving here, I was invited out to a lunch with a few new friends. And so this one woman looked at me and she said, well, if you could do anything, what would it be? Wow, if I could do anything. Now that's a question that I hadn't been asked since I was a child. And when I thought about it, I thought, I could do anything. I didn't have to stay on the track of being Lora the lawyer. I could be and do something different. True, I had not accomplished the same things that my law school classmates had accomplished, but I had done a lot. I had lived all over the world, and in every place I had found a way to move forward, to grow. And looking back and looking forward, if I could do anything, well, I think I would like to help other people gain this amazingly empowering perspective. There are 3 key steps that you can take to find success anywhere you are. Step 1, be open to and ready for change. Which leads us to step number 2, embrace the experiences, ditch the titles. Today, a successful career is not based on a single job title, the same job in different locations. It's the process of diligently developing and then quickly adapting a set of skills to answer life's challenges. I might not have been Lora the lawyer every place we lived, but in every location I served as a talented writer, a persuasive speaker, an advocate for those who needed my voice. These were the common threads that tied my professional experiences together. So ask yourself, what are the skills that you consistently use in everything that you end up doing? Therein lies your strength, your story, your path to success. By ditching the titles and embracing the experiences, you expand your employment options and you can better enjoy the journey. Step number 3, make meaningful connections. All theory and warm, fuzzy feelings aside, on a very practical level, creating real-life connections through actual conversations can enable and empower you to find success. Start a conversation. And if you're looking for a way to get that talk going, I've got a couple of great questions that can start you on your road. When I meet new people, I love to ask, how did you come to be here? And if you could do anything, what would it be? Thank you. Thanks.